and welcome to the Akashic Record live reading for March 13th, 2024 to March 19th, 2024. I really appreciate you all for joining me tonight. I am here a little bit early. I know we advertised at one time it was 9, so if you're watching the recording, you're like, you didn't get the time wrong. Not the time change. But here in Colorado, where I live, we are expecting a spring storm. So, woohoo. Okay, I'll make sure I get all my monitors going. As you all know, I've got 3 monitors. And anyway, so we have, make sure there we go. Yeah, okay, we're all live streaming. So, we have a snowstorm that is coming through Denver, Colorado, along the Front Range, and it is such a delightful storm that it really hasn't given too much indication of whether it's going to dump a foot of snow or whether it's going to rain a bunch and then 6 inches. So, anyway, I thought I would come here to the studio tonight to record for you all and do it early. So I don't get stuck trying to get home. So welcome aboard, everybody. And hello to Cassandra. Good to see you. Hi, Paul. Good to see you. And let's see if I've got, I've been having a little trouble seeing the comments on my regular Facebook page. So if you're commenting over there on the regular Facebook page, if I can get somebody to give me a thumbs up or a hello so I can see you all and not have to answer later. Anyway, all right, let's get on with it. There is so much to talk about. If you saw my earlier reel about crazy energies, there's just tons of stuff. Oh, hello, Amando. Yes, thank you so much for that. So there's so much craziness going on. So what's happening is that we have, okay, let's see. For those of you who don't know this, our bodies are bioelectromagnetic. That means our bodies are magnetic. That's why they don't want you near high voltage and all that kind of stuff. The planet we live on is also magnetic. That's science. And so when we have the planets in different orientations, that perturbs, if you will, or stimulates the electromagnetic energy on the planets. So what you have is all these different planets moving in our universe, and the ones we can see, and our Earth is responding to that frequency. So it's like the moon moves the ocean tide, that kind of thing. So we are approaching Pisces, the end of Pisces season. And so Pisces and the alignment of that planet, those planets will end on March 19th, 2024. And then we have some super fun going on because I believe it is April 8th. We're going to have a solar eclipse. What does that mean? Well, a solar eclipse means that we're going to have just like the sun kind of sort of disappear, which shifts hugely the frequency that's on this planet. It's not just, oh, let's go look at it, isn't that cool? But it's actually like dropping a stone into otherwise, say, still waters. And so I talked to my angels and my guides, and I said, okay, what is the message that I need to get out to everybody? And what they told me, which I thought was quite fascinating, is that because of where the planets are and we're getting ready to come up on that solar eclipse, the sun actually, if you will, helps burn things up. And so you might have been feeling weird over the last couple days, like you're in overwhelm, or you feel like you can't get to the end of your to-do list, and you feel like time is shortened, and you would like to just ditch it all and say, I'm so done, and go running to whatever your passion is in your heart. You might also be feeling your spiritual abilities coming on more and more and more. And that's because we just I think it was about a month ago, we entered a new portal, a new reality, a new shift, if you will. If you play video games, we went to the next level. And so in that level, there are going to be different energies, and you cannot bring your old karmic baggage, your old shadow self with you and be successful in this new level, this new game, this new development, okay? So if you're listening, what that means is that sun is going to help burn up, if you will, old karma. But it can't burn it up for you. You have to do it. So you're going to feel a lot of, I felt this yesterday especially, and early this week, where I'm really being drawn to my future and my creations and my developments and things I want to share with the world and books and classes and all that. And at the same time, I have to deal with all of this stuff. Some of it I karmically created for myself. So, you deal it, you got to deal with it. And some of it has been just put upon me as a learning process. Welcome to Earth School. Anyway, so that's what's happening. And before I go and do the Akashic Record reading for the week coming up, I wanted to share that information. My guide said it was real important. Apparently, some of you are feeling off balance. So if you're seeing this video, you can call 303-964-9339 tomorrow because the store's closed. That's in Denver, Colorado. 303-964-9339. Or you can book online at forheavensake.com. Click on practitioners, click on Deanna, click on Denver, then click on Deanna, okay? And if you're watching this internationally, I know I've got a few people watching it that way, account for the time change, and then you can get on the schedule and book yourself, okay? Just tell me if you want to talk by WhatsApp, and we can do that. All right. So let's see who we have on board tonight. Okay. Hi, Chelsea. Oh, thank you so much for letting me know that you all can post comments and I can see them. Hello, Linda. Oh my goodness, good, great to see you. Hello, Lisa. Hi, Armando. Good to see you. And over here on Insta, we have, I said hi to Cassandra. Looks like Amadon, Blues Boy. And I am Stephanie. Good to see you. Let's see who we've got here on the Facebook. Oh, nobody's saying hello yet over here on For Heaven's Sake. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the cards and I'm going to ask for what's coming up. Pretty much based on what I just gave you, what we're seeing is that the universe is aligning us to go to the next level of awareness, to really connect into our divine selves. So if you have been working on your spiritual gifts, what are your angels saying? Some of you may have been having health challenges just like out of nowhere. That is quite normal. A lot of times when your body shifts its frequency, it shifts the water inside your body. And if the water has pollutants in it, you might be taking magnesium or something else to detox at this time. You're going to be passing a lot more stuff out because your body simply cannot support it and take you to that higher level. Oh, hi, Julie. I'm so glad you said hello, Darlene. Okay, so let's find out what's happening, and then I'm going to take some questions. Like I said, if you're watching this as a recording, I'm so sorry because we had advertised 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and there's a storm pending, and I don't know if it's going to give us a whole foot of snow or 6 inches and some rain. Who knows? But better to be at home safe than stuck here in the office with all the spirits and ghosts and angels and whatever else is over here at this time of night. Alrighty, here we go. So, all right, so this is interesting. So overall, we have the air card. This is overall, and you can see the ship over here. You can see the ship, and that's the overall card. So I know that we've got some air. Right now we're in a lot of water, and so this is going to bring us out this week. So listen closely. If you've been struggling, feeling like you're in overwhelm and time's just going so fast you don't know what to do, I want you to sail your own ship, okay? Take charge. Make time for each little thing you need to do. So I have a calendar and I have marked different times, and if it's not in that time slot and it's not an emergency, then I don't pay any attention to it. I move it to the time slot I have marked out. Because if not, I'm going to be doing whack-a-mole, which is what I did a few years ago, and I went crazy. PSTD or whatever, post-traumatic stress disorder, all right? So this week, I'd like for you to take control of your life and connect with spirit. Please don't make any decisions out of ego or passion. I'm so angry, I'm going to do this, or I'm, so moved, I'm going to do that. Please don't do that. Stay sailing your boat, your ship, stay centered, okay? For those of us that are already spiritually connected, awake, and aware, we might have to do a little bit more work for grounding, but most of the people on this planet are feeling lost because they have no connection to the divine. So if you have a connection to the divine, time to get on board with it, get your spiritual GPS going and see where you're headed. All right. For the remainder of the week, so for the next couple of days, this is amazing. It's air. Let's see if we can get that on. 10 of air. And you can see that this woman or angel is blowing on the feathers. Okay? And 10 is actually 0 and 1 backwards, and 0 is where everything and nothing begins all at the same time. Okay? And 1 is a point in time and space. And so how much more poetic could this be? Because where we are now, getting ready for this eclipse and coming out of the Pisces season, we're having to clear a lot of things up and basically do a spring cleaning, if you will, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, so we can connect. How many of you are in so much overwhelm all the time, you feel like you have a black cloud over your head? And you feel like no matter where you go, you can't seem to catch a break. Anybody? Can I get some thumbs up, some hearts, something? So that I know that I'm not the only one? Oh, good. Thank you, Barb. She says me. Okay, Chelsea says me. Okay. Oh, some hearts. Thank you. All right. So, a little side note for those of you. The reason I started Tools of Energy Protection almost, 13, 14 years ago was because I thought it was just me all the time that was feeling these things. And when I found out it wasn't, I'm like, okay, I got to get out there as an empath. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to start out with this steering our ship by seeing what's floating around. What spiritual gifts are right here, right under your nose? What ones are showing themselves to you that you've been pushing off because you're in the bubble of overwhelm? And when you're in the bubble of overwhelm, you can't be connected to the divine. Therefore, you're not guided. Therefore, you're susceptible to just go round and round like a tennis ball in a clothes dryer. It's not fun. Oh, thank you for the hearts over there. It's not fun at all. So, after you look at all of your things that are floating and you decided which feathers you want or where are you going to put different tasks, unless something's drastically on fire, cough cough. This is the King of Fire. Okay? When we have a solar eclipse, basically that means that we're going to be burning up stuff we don't need mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, which means you've got to straighten some things out karmically. Okay? If you did it, own it, apologize, and find a way to work it out and move forward. Okay? So that's going to come up about the middle of the week. We're doing a week from Wednesday to the following Wednesday. So just look for opportunities to use your wisdom and not your ego. Okay? Now, let's see who we've got, and I'll finish up this reading. Okay. So then towards the very end, before I see you again, we are going to get, it's called Hanged Man. Hanged. And remember, for those of you that are like, hey, wait, I thought this was an Akashic Records reading or new joining me, you're like, what is she doing holding the cards? Well, I use a pendulum to read Akashic Records, and so when I look into the future, as much as it's been created, then I use a pendulum, and I could just sit here and channel it to you all. But several of you have said to me, we prefer to see the cards because they're pretty. So any divining tool is perfectly fine for me. Hanged Man, so upside down. So towards the end of the week, you might feel upside down, you might feel discombobulated, you might feel like you're not steering your ship correctly. If that happens to you, check your divine connection, meditate. It's a great week to meditate. Maybe use I think they're called mala beads, or you can use your prayer beads, and just, it's tactile. And if you speak, it's audio visual, putting energy into your energy field. So you've got your tactile, and you've got your speaking into your toroidal field, and you can use that to find some peace. Like, I bless myself with divine source energy. I bless myself with divine source energy, or I bless others. Blessing others is a huge vibration. So just remember, there's ways to work with it. Okay, and the last thing, I asked for anything else, which I told you all earlier, and that is strength. Strength. So there she has her lion, and looks like she's reaching out to kind of rub his ears or something, and looks like divine love coming in. So, doing this work, we did a lot of shadow work. A couple people said to me, I thought we were all done with shadow work. And that was like 5 years ago. And it keeps going. It's new level, new level, new level, new level. And if you remember, I told you at the end of last year that this year would be about twos. And it's about choices, and they're very clear cut choices. Are you going to go with the light and bring in divine energy, the chi, the zen, the Holy Spirit, and allow that to help guide your life? Help, not guide, help. Or are you going to go to the dark side, to the ego, to turning against other people? Thank you so much for the hearts. Because right now, everybody's on edge. And in our 3D reality, at least in the United States, we have a presidential election coming up. Stock market's going up and down. Taxes are coming due. A lot of people are, waiting for their tax return to make their big purchase, or stressing out about it. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on here locally. And then weather events, they call them, and, things overseas happening with different political factions and stuff. So there's a lot going on. So staying centered and connected to divine source, and finding a community of people like you is the way you're going to get through. Okay, I'm going to take a few questions. All right, let's see who we've got. We've got any questions over here. Hello, Kelly. Oh, I'm so glad that you came tonight. Hello, Pat. Good to see you. Turn up your volume. Linda says, feeling that disconnectedness now, had to use lots of grounding techniques. Good for you, Linda. Yes, yes, yes. Congratulations. Big hugs and kisses to you, Linda. Yeah, saltwater baths, smudging, that kind of thing is really super good. All right, let's see. Let's see who we've got here. Okay, so I've got Julie. Hi, Julie. I'm so glad you came tonight. Hello, Sarah. I'm glad you came this evening. Sarah says, are you ready for the snow? So Sarah, I had advertised earlier that I was going to come on at 9. That's what I usually do on Wednesday. But because we are having this winter storm, and I talked to one of my friends who's really good about, looking at the weather and kind of letting me know what's coming. He said this one is just really unpredictable. So who knows, maybe the weather dragons are running this storm. So yeah, I'm doing this early so I can get home, and in case there's a big snowstorm, I'll be at home safe instead of stuck in the office. Oh, thank you, Sarah, for your concern. You are awesome. And Cassandra, good to see you. All right, and that looks like all my comments there. All right, let's go over to Instagram and see if we have any questions over here. Okay, let's see here. We've got, hi Barb, hi Neptune, more, let's see, Chelsea, Andra Villa, hi. Yes, Mora, Barb Mora reminds me of the saying, when you're struggling with somebody, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. That is a great one. And thank you so much for all these hearts. It's amazing. Ahmad Amadun says my ears are extra sensitive. Absolutely. Probably hearing a high pitched whine or frequency, and that's because the rays in Schumann's frequency. Um, Okay, so Cassandra has a question. She wants to know if the guy in New Mexico wants to be in a relationship with her and when. Okay, Cassandra, that's not coming for several months. What I'm hearing is he has some other obligations, feels like family obligations that he hasn't revealed to you. So that may change your mind about wanting to be with him. All right. Thank you for your question, Cassandra. Yes, good to see you, Undervilla. I'm glad you didn't miss it. Chelsea says, I've been feeling tingly today. I can feel the energy shifting, but still learning to listen better. Yeah, I hear you, girl. The learning never ends. But you're doing fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see. Andra Villa says, I've been feeling a lot better since starting the academy. Woohoo! Awesome. And yes, thank you. Thank you. I received that. Barb says, you've taught me. I received that. Thank you. You know, I love my job. And then Cassandra says, Hopa Ona Ona, or Hopona. I can't say that Hawaiian word. Yes, that's exactly right. Let me see if I have any other questions here. Stephanie says, thank you for the video and guidance. Thank you. You all know I love doing this. It is one of my biggest passions to come on and help you all. Okay, Juliana says, and thank you for the hearts. Juliana says, when will I get a new job? Juliana, this is very interesting. It's not about getting a new job for you, and it's not about when. Okay, so here you are. Here's your skills and your talents. Here's this new portal. We're actually in a new time and space right now. Okay, our Earth, is like a player, and on a video game, and it went to the next level, about a 32, 33-degree mark. Okay, and so, Juliana, here's your skills and your abilities and what you can do. And here's the new level of frequency. So a lot of folks have been telling me they're feeling this, like they feel like they don't fit anymore what they have been doing up until now. Okay? And so, Juliana, it's not about will you get a new job and when. It's about bringing your frequency up so you are more valuable than the jobs you're applying for or wanting to have. Your skills have changed up level, girl. As soon as you do, you start applying for jobs that are more suited to you. Boom, that new job is coming in. So, thank you for your question. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Oh, Chelsea's so funny. She says, I always tell my hubby it's Deanna time. Mwah. Let's see here. Barb says that her, Ashley, and Romeo, thank you. You're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Share your story. Send me an email with your story so I can share it with everybody. I can put it up as a testimonial on my webpage. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Neptune. You're welcome. All right. Let me check, make sure if there are any other questions before I wrap up this evening. Again, I'm going to go home and be safe with my family. Luckily, for those of you that have seen me, for heaven's sakes, you know I carry 2 briefcases with my all my material in it. But because this is a spring snowstorm, there is a chance that the power could go out. So I've got different things charged, hoping that doesn't happen. All right. Let's see. Oh, hi, Carol. Good to see you. Armando says, can you pull a card for me? Armando, I'm not really pulling cards for people tonight. I'm giving them little readings. So, Armando, I want you to be careful with your health. It feels like there's not enough electric in your body, which means you're not getting enough water, you're not getting hydrated. So, watch or be careful about your hydration level. Cut back on the sugar. Look at all the labels of everything you put in your mouth and see if there's pure cane or fructose sugar in there, Armando, and cut back on that. And drink more water, okay? Because that's where it's at for you. It's not about a card reading. It's about what I'm feeling in your body with your health. So more water, less sugar. Find out what your hydration level is. Some people it's 8. Well, let me see just a second. 16 fluid ounces, 4 to 8 bottles a day. But you got to find out what's right for you. Thank you for your question. Let's see here. Okay. Then Let's see if I have any more questions. Des says, anything for me from spirit guides? Oh, Des, can you put in the comments what city you're in? Because you say it's getting bad out there. I'm up here in Loveland. And for those of you that are not in this area, I live like an hour, if there's no bad weather, from Denver, and an hour from Cheyenne, Wyoming. So, the weather can really change between those two places. Oh, you're in Lakewood. Okay, thank you so much. We don't have that much here yet. Anyway, Des, spirit guides. Okay, Des, I don't understand what this means, but your spirit guides say to the left, to the left, to the left. And I know there's some dances that people do, moves, to the left, to the right. And then, anyway, but Des, for whatever's going on in your life, I get the goose pimples on this, and then I get to the left, to the left. So whatever decision you're trying to make, there's one that might seem right to you or correct to you, and then there's another choice over here. Really look at that other choice and weigh it out, because what appears to be right to you now isn't the right choice. I hope that makes sense to you. It feels like a relationship. Feels like a relationship between money and a person. Okay? So anyway, big hugs and kisses. Thank you for your question, and thanks for letting me know Lakewood's getting the snow. Okay, Cassandra says she has a question. Does S in Colorado want a relationship with you? Okay, the first answer I hear, Cassandra, take a breath. The first answer I hear is no. He does not, or S does not want a relationship with you. Then I got about 2 seconds into that answer, and I feel like not sure. Back and forth, back and forth. So there's something holding S back from wanting to be in the relationship, which is problematic at best. Hang in there. I hear 3 to 4 months that will change. So it'll change back to wanting to be in a relationship with you. Oh, you say LOL. Good. That makes sense to you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Okay, you're welcome, Des. Barb is saying, are my spirit guides present, and do they have a message for me? They are telling you to be careful. Feels like you're getting ready to take a step out, like you've been in your comfort zone for a long time, and you're getting ready to step out and make a different choice, so just be careful. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you've checked all the facts before you take that step forward. That's super duper important. Armando, you are so welcome. Okay. All right, peeps. It's 8:34 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I haven't looked outside in the last 20 minutes, so I bet there's something starting since we got Lakewood on there. And I will see, you're welcome, Barb. And I will be, tentatively, I will be at For Heaven's Sake Books in Denver. So here's what you can do. You can either call the store or you can book online at forheavensake.com. If I choose not to go to Denver tomorrow because of the weather, I will still do the work from my home, which means a Zoom, or if you're overseas, a WhatsApp, and I will do the readings that way, so that you all can still get what you need, and as long as I have power. So if you set an appointment on the website and you don't hear from me, chances are my power's out. Anyway, I'll come back on and make videos for you all here on Instagram and Facebook to let you know how things are going. So big hug and kisses to everybody. Be safe out there no matter what the weather's doing where you are. And make sure that you make wise choices, okay? And take care of yourselves. And we shall see you next week.